All right, so just for a quick recap on where we're at. You all have been brought back to life with the help of a device called the Dream Fix, where one elf and one dwarf, both dressed in denim robes, have greeted you upon your return to the living world. Prior to waking up, you guys had been lollygagging in a shared dream world as skeletons, where you were on some mission to save a dog. After entering a spiraling, purple vortex that, through Ninji's eyes, ate up the entire world, you then learnt the truth that the world you were running through was not the real world. Stabby, you are a gnome, something unfamiliar to these people, and were dug out of the snow in a faraway place that brought to this facility so that you could reveal any and all knowledge of whichever place and time you are from. These doctors' interest in you grew astronomically when they used a device on you that determined you were way older than 500 years. You could be thousands of years old. Logbrak, you are the second-born son to Drake Redmayne, a hard man who escaped from the continent with an incredibly powerful energy source almost 50 years ago now. He is the most powerful man on this island, and through his influence, organized for you to be sent to this facility and brought back to life. You were in the shared dream as a skeleton for, say, about a month. Ninjitsuki, you were alive, but barely. You got out of the shared dream world just in time before your actual body would have died out and withered away. After being in the dream just shy of 5 years, you now find yourself in a cold iron chair where the edges of the chair rub into your bones uncomfortably. You are exhausted, broken, and needing immediate assistance. Right now, it's been, about 30 minutes since you woke up? And most of the time it's just been these doctors asking Stabby questions about the world he's from. These questions are continuing right now. Mate, tell us what food you used to eat. What did you eat?
Yeah. Can I make an investigation check to look for a way out?
Hold on. Is this what's gonna? Is this what this is? Is this what I've done by bringing D&D into our system?
This is D&D. I want to look for a way out.
All right. Fuck me. All right, I love it. You know what? I love it. Okay. So, hold on. So, let me describe to you where you are. You know what? First off, let me describe where you are. So, you are sitting in a chair, right, next to Ninji, right? All around you is these like science sort of like flasks, like medical stuff, right? Like sciencey medical stuff, just like laying around. You've got tables, and everything is like steel. It's this red, tingy sort of steel. All walls, the floors, the ceiling, everything. Strangely enough, though, there's these like little circular windows that like you put your eye through. Like you could just see out of it with one eye, but you can't really you wouldn't be able to put your body through. In fact, would you like to roll actually, can you roll the investigation check for me now, please?
That one.
Yeah, you are crippled with fear, knowing that there seems to be no way out of this place.
Okay, on that one, yeah, I can see
that. Yep. All right, going back to the dialogue. What food do you eat, mate? Tell us, please.
This is a dwarf and an elf talking to me.
Yep.
Dog.
Fuck you. You used to eat the beautiful pups.
Oh, they weren't beautiful. They're quite ugly, in fact.
They just look at each other with absolute fucking horror and disgust.
Was it tasty, Stabby?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention when you ate a dog?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, would you be paying attention to the flavor if you were eating a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The dwarf and elf look at each other. They're sort of like siding with the the dwarf sitting in a chair. Like, those are very reasonable questions to ask. What the hell is this fucking little thing's problem? The gnome. They just recently learnt that you are.
Hey, hold on. Have you ever seen how big dogs are? They're pretty scary.
So hold on. Your argument is that because you're little and close to the size of dogs, therefore it's okay for you to hurt man's best friend.
Dogs are threatening towards me. They don't like me.
Again, they
Mostly
look at each
'cause I
other.
stab them.
Why are you rolling sleight of hand checks, mate?
Is that enough to grab a scalpel off the
Hold
table
on.
next to me?
Hold on. No. You need to announce what you're doing prior to rolling. So I'm not letting you do
Oh.
anything right now.
Okay.
Unless, do you want to reach out for something? Are you trying to do something?
I was gonna try to grab a scalp.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. You see, there's a little like we established in the last episode. We've got Stabby. He's sort of just gotten up from this little table that he was like an operating table that he was laying on, right? Just to the side of that operating table is a little tray of medical equipment. I.e., yes, there is a scalpel on that. Because there is two of these dwarves, one elf and one dwarf, looking and talking with Stabby. I'm gonna say, yeah, roll a sleight of hand check.
What's the DC?
I'm not telling you. I love it.
Oh.
So that's a 5, right? You've rolled a 5. Also, again, I know I said I can see your rolls, but let's just announce what our rolls are if we can.
Yeah.
So a 5 there. For a sleight of hand check, you have very obvious. So you had to get out of your chair, right, to walk over there, right?
Yes.
You've gotten up, but because you've been sitting in this chair for almost a month now, you just sort of fall over as you try to step out. You're not broken as Ninji is, but just walking, it required a quick second for you to fucking figure out what you're doing. But because you just didn't take that second, you weren't cautious at all whatsoever. You've literally just fallen over. You're on the ground now, looking like a dickhead.
Okay. Yep, that sounds about right.
Well,
damn you, elves! What have you done to me and my once strong legs?
Look, fucking simmer down, mate. Just fucking sit down.
No, I want out of here.
You feel like Arnie.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so but then suddenly, they were just giving me a hard time and kind of enjoying it, to be honest with you. But then the seemingly innocent curiosity in their faces, it drains and it leaves a rather stern visage. The dwarf and the elf, they look at one another and then nod grimacing at each other before looking back at you, Stabby, and they ask, "Do you know anything about the gates?"
No. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like Bill and Melinda?
Can I do a perception check to see if I can sense some of their motives asking about the gates?
Oh, what? Who's Bill and Melinda?
Bill and Melinda Gate.
I don't know. Are they kings and queens?
No.
Basically.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Wait. All right. Sorry. Okay. Now, what were you doing there, Patrick?
Can I do a perception check to try to see if I can sense what they are feeling about this question? Like if they're scared of the gates, if they want. Not to know specifics, just to know if they're afraid he might know something, or if they're hopeful he might know something.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get you to roll an insight check?
Insight.
Mm-hmm. Because you're trying to understand the motive behind the question, sort of what are they saying?
16.
Okay. All right. So, Logbrak, you're inquisitive. You want to know exactly what the source of their question was. You're unfamiliar with these gates that these people are talking about. But you look into them and you ascertain that there's definitely there's a seriousness behind the question. There's a dead seriousness, and there's fervor in their question. This is almost like a dedicated mission that they're on to understand what these gates are, and there's definitely a sense of fear in the question as well.
Hey, Ninji, by the way, how are you? You haven't said anything since we woke up from the coma. How are you?
Can he say anything?
Boys.
He can talk. He can talk. Yes.
I'm really fucked up.
Well,
Yeah.
just sleep it off.
I need you guys to try and see if y'all can get me an elf potion.
An elf potion? Do we see elf potions?
What is an elf potion?
I don't know. We're in an
like a
elf facility, aren't we?
Is it like a Bang energy drink?
I would.
Yeah.
It's not like a Bang energy drink.
This man is asking for a fucking energy drink. I'm done.
If we can find him one, would it reduce one level of exhaustion?
Yeah, does that count as taking a long rest?
No, it should take 3 levels, but only for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And then I crash. Yeah.
Holy shit! I love it. I fucking love it. All right, so they're so you're looking for an elf potion, and the elf and the dwarf in the denim robes.
Hold on. I wanted to tell these guys more about the gates.
That you don't know about?
I know about Bill and Melinda.
Wait, so Stabby is from Redmond, Washington?
Hey, man.
Okay, hold on. So, all right, so the elf, there's a dwarf and elf, and the elf comes along to you, Ninji, and he sort of like gets on one knee and sort of like, looks at you like eye to eye. He's like, hello. Oh, no, sorry.
That's
hello.
quite patronizing.
I am Douglas. And I'm going to let you know that we don't have any elf potions. I know what you're talking about. We don't have the good stuff here. But definitely that would help you. No doubt. But you just take it easy, all right, mate?
Thank you, Doug.
And they're having this sweet little tender moment. And then
is he okay with being called Doug? Hold on. We're skipping steps here.
No, fuck it. All right, you know what? No, hold on. Stabby said that in character right then, yeah?
Yeah.
You've heard the conversation. You've heard that he's referred to him as Doug. And Doug looks back at you, Stabby. He's like, I don't fucking mind, mate. I can be a Doug, or I can be a Dougie, or I can be a Douglas. So concerned.
You don't prefer to be called Dr. Douglas?
And then he looks, all right, that's the same. the same fucking elf looks at you. Looks at you, goddamn Logbrak. He's like, "Oh, can I tell you something, man? Can I tell you something?" He walks over to you now. I think.
Don't you get on one knee when you talk to me? That's very patronizing. Stand up.
Well, no. He's not close. Look, he was getting close. Like he was getting close to Ninji because he's unwell, and he's just trying to make sure that he's trying to be nice.
Okay. You're still on the floor, aren't you, Pat?
I am still laying on the floor as I shout this.
Yes. Yeah. So Douglas comes along and he tries to help you up, and he tries to he offers your hand to you.
He's an elf. I don't want
it. Wow.
They're serfs in this world to me, right? Like they're the underclass.
So yeah, they're not necessarily serfs, but yes, they are the underclass.
But you want to refer to him as Dr. Doug? Hold on.
I'm just asking.
We're getting our priorities.
I was setting him up for a sarcastic, but I'm confused here because I am used to the elves being an underclass. I swat his hand away and stand up on my own.
And he's like,
me. I have it.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm glad we're getting paid for this fucking dickhead. And then he just walks back over to his mate. So at this point, sorry, were you going to say anything more about the gates there, Stabby?
No.
Okay. So now the two of them retreat together. They're near the operating table, and they just look to one another and like, all right, they don't know anything about the gates. I don't know. Maybe he does. He just doesn't remember. I don't know. And the other one's like, yeah, all right, okay. But then he's like, I think don't worry, we've got the thing. It's all good. Don't worry about it. And they both look behind them, like synchronized, look back at them, like for a noticeable couple of seconds, and then they look back at each other and then nod. And they're like, all right, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. So this is Douglas over here, the elf, right? And my name, this is the dwarf talking. My name is Bogan.
Bogan?
Yeah. Is he wearing flip flops and board shorts?
So no, he's wearing like denim jeans, denim robes, and he's got like this black like AC/DC shirt on. Underneath the denim robes, you can just see it popping out, sort of like at the chest area, the AC/DC logo.
How far down do the denim robes go?
We're sorting about to knees. You can just
That's
see
a lab coat. It's a denim lab coat.
Yeah, it's like a doctor's outfit, but it's in denim and
it's a Canadian tuxedo for doctors.
Oh boy. Can I go back to sleep? Can you plug me back into the dream fix or whatever the hell it's called?
Mate, hold on. We've got. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Hear me out. You can decide whether you want to fucking go into the dream world after we tell you this. All right? How does that sound, little one?
Okay.
Ooh.
That wasn't like him being. He's little, right? He's not taunting. He's just saying it, right?
Stabby doesn't really care about that sort of thing.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, gentlemen, looking at all three of you, like one at a time. We have a very special mission for you. We need you to go to Drake Redmayne and tell him we did a good job, so he can give us the money, the moolah, right? The fat stacks, if you will. Can you do this for us?
Logbrak is immediately nervous and very reluctant to do this.
What do you say? What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the other two to speak. I'm willing to go along with it, but I have every intention of not actually going to go see Drake Redmayne.
Are you saying that out loud, or that's like your thoughts afterwards?
That's my character thought process. Yeah.
So you're just looking there a little bit nervous, if anything, at the mention of Drake Redmayne.
Oh yeah. I know that he's going to be really upset, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. Honestly, I don't feel like daddy issues, big thing with Logbrak.
Ninji input.
I'm too weak to argue, really. So I'm gonna be a swing vote. So whatever gets voted on, I'm for that.
Before we leave anywhere, we are going to need Ninji. He is our ranged companion. We are going to need him to be somewhat.
Yeah, just bring me on a gurney, and y'all get
healthy.
So bring me on a gurney.
He said wheelchairs don't exist. I don't think gurneys exist.
If fucking AC/DC exists, fucking gurneys exist.
Hold on. I have an idea.
I'm setting my foot down on that one.
So
I have an
quick,
idea.
Douglas, the elf, walks into another room real quick. Go on.
What was this guy's name? Bogan?
Bogan is the dwarf's name.
Hey, Bogan, do you have like dogs and like a sled?
No.
Oh.
And then suddenly, not suddenly, Bogan just like wanders over to you, Ninji. Like he just casually strolls over to you, and then he just picks you up by basically the armpits, right? He's got his arms like left hand on the left armpit, whatever, right? He just picks you up. And he's just lifting you up, and you're like this little like puppet because you're just a bag of fucking bones, right? He just picked you up. He's like, just hold there, mate, just real quick for us. And suddenly Douglas comes strolling through with a wheelchair. and he comes with the wheelchair, and then he he sort of parks the wheelchair just underneath your body that's being lifted up.
What is this technology you wield, elf?
and Douglas, Bogan just slops you onto the chair, not with any care. He just slops you down.
Yeah, I have to imagine too, because Bogan's the dwarf, right?
Yeah.
So the whole time he's picking this elf up, like his feet are just dragging along the ground. He's not so he's just like dragging him back and forth like a puppet, and just.
There you go, mate.
Thank you, Bogan.
And then Bogan wheels you towards the rest of your party, and then Bogan walks back over to his good mate Douglas.
How tall are the handles on the wheelchair?
This is very important information for both of us. Yeah, how tall is this wheelchair?
Yeah, so I'm going to say basically the wheelchair handles are up to about a dwarf's
Can we get
shoulders?
Can we get adapters put on? Can we get adapters put on so that they're down here?
All right, so let me say this. So it's about up to the dwarf's shoulders, right? A dwarf's shoulders, the wheelchair bars. But they're like, yeah, Bogan looks over to Douglas. That's a fucking good idea. Why haven't we been doing that? And anyway, so really quickly, what they do is they put like these little handicap it's funny, handicap bars for the handicap wheelchair, right? They put them like so it's vertical, vertical with like the horizontal handles of the wheelchair. So basically, they're underneath the handles. So now you just have a better grip of the wheelchair, essentially, if one wants to push it.
With Ninji in the wheelchair, can Logbrak see where he's going?
Just
like I'm looking over his shoulder.
But yeah, you have to look at because his head's in the way.
So
you have to look over his.
So
I'm
picturing it, it's got those things that like hospital wheelchairs have, where like he's got his feet up, so he can slouch down in the wheelchair with like his feet up. Like
no,
this.
No, you literally have to. You have to look around his head.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, we already helped you enough, mate. Like we already gave you the funny little handles. All right, you can't be.
Whatever. Okay. I guess we're going. I'm gonna climb up into Ninji's lap, and I'm ready to go.
Before we
Constitution check, Ninji.
What'd you say?
Constitution check.
Constitution check.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Remember, you roll with disadvantage.
What is your constitution?
-2.
Oh,
I'm sorry. So it's 7, but I have a -2. Do it.
No. So sorry. So your normal character sheet is -2, right? So you got 10 -2. You've rolled an 8, right? But you have to roll with disadvantage, meaning you need to roll a second time here. So whatever the
we're gonna
worst
take the
roll
lowest one.
Oh
boy.
-1.
What can I do? I want to say lose 2 HP from the crushing damage that your fucking withered body is taking from this almost like this light. No,
my bad. I thought my dagger was in its sheath. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Let me get that out of your leg there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not the crushing weight of Stabby. It's literally an unsheathed dagger at fucking his goddamn. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Logbrak, let's go.
Also, another thing I will say real quick. If you've got
oh yeah, there it is.
Because you're level 5 exhaustion, you actually have half of your max HP.
Oh,
so you have 2 HP left.
That's great.
Wait.
And we don't have a healer, so that's cool.
And Bogan looks at you like, what the fucking he's sick, mate. Why are you doing this to him? and real quick, he just injects you with something, and you get that 2 HP back.
So for this journey, can we get our? I'm talking to the doctors. For this journey, can we get our? You found us. I assume I was still in, the armor of my clan with my weapons. Can we get our equipment back?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up. I have no idea why Stabby had his dagger. I have no idea. I didn't even notice. I don't know if he was in the machine with it at his side or what.
You just know where to hide a dagger. You know.
And then Bogan comes along and grabs you by the shoulder and he's like, "I'm not saying I don't love it, mate. I love it."
And then, so and just so I'm clear, you don't get paid until we return to my father, correct?
Well, we get a bonus if you're back.
Okay. That being said, do you have anything we can use to help heal our friend here, given this is a medical establishment? Any first aid kits we can take along the way?
Look, here's the thing, right? He needs rest. That's how it is. But
yes,
we need you to go to Drake Redmayne and give us some money so that we can actually help you further with money.
But any little jar, if I lose control of this wheelchair and it rolls down a hill, it could kill him right now. So I was wondering.
Roll a persuasion check.
Alphabetical. 20.
Yo,
not that.
Yeah, you got a dirty 20, an unnatural 20. All right. And then, so Douglas, he's sort of like he's got his hands and he's just sort of scrubbing his chin. He's sort of like just thinking for a quick second as to whether, I mean, it would like they want to make sure that you get there safely, right? Like ultimately, if you get there safely, they get paid and they're happy to sort of put a little investment your way, I guess. So they're going to give you a potion. And Logbrak, that's going into your inventory, and I'm doing that because I'm cool like that. Add items.
I know I'm also looking through the list.
No, I haven't done it quite yet. It's going to take me. You know what? You're getting 2 potions of healing.
Greater in parentheses.
No, just potions of healing. So you need 2 of them.
Okay, that should be enough to get us through.
Yeah, and he's like, "Here you go, mate." So he's holding him like 2 beers in his hands, and he's like, "Yeah, there you go, mate. Fucking cheers, boy."
Excellent.
Logbrak, can you
Yes.
pop the tab on that energy drink for me?
hold on. I need to make this very clear.
You're healed.
No healing. Like these potions would not do any harm, any help. Sorry, because you have a maximum of 4 HP and you're at 4 HP. Secondly, I want to make it canonical. These are not energy drinks. These are potions. Okay.
Beer potions
for a good reason. No. He's just holding them like beers, mate. He's holding them like, yeah, fucking there you go, mate. It's for a reason that you'll see.
All right. So I'm going to give one of these to Ninji right now so he can have it if he needs it.
He can't use it. Is he not
just in my inventory?
No, just in his lap. In his lap. There you go, mate.
Well, hold on. I'm already in his lap. Is there room for a potion also? Hold up.
Hold on. Haven't you gotten off his fucking lap yet?
I put it in
No.
Hey, question. Before we leave, can we get a cup holder put in on this wheelchair?
Oh my god. We're gonna be leaving in like a car at this point, Pat. Come on, let's just go.
No, not a chance. Bogan's like, that is a fucking incredible idea, mate. Yes. And he runs into the back room.
I knew Bogan would love a cup holder.
And he puts a cup holder onto the side of the chair. And like it's like one of those cup holders, like it can fit like a what are they called? A stein. It could fit a stein in there if you wanted, right? Like you could fit a stein, a pint, whatever size. And he's explaining this to you. Yeah, mate. Look, you go down to the fucking pub. You can have a roadie, mate. You can just grab whatever you want, chuck it in that little holster there, and it's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love it. All right.
A keg, you're saying?
I can't do a keg. Just like a stein. That's unreasonable, mate. Just like a stein. Oh, just to clarify, do Americans know what steins are?
Yeah, I noticed.
A mega pint.
A mega pint. Yeah, a mega pint.
I do not understand the reference, but I will say that everyone deserves equality. Anyway.
Ninji, I'm going to delete a potion of healing from my inventory. You want to add one to yours? Or
sure.
Actually, our DM can probably do that since he already knows where it is on the list.
Wow, making Pete do all the heavy lifting.
No, that's fine. I'm used to it.
All right. So we got potions, we got a wheelchair, we got a cup holder.
Which way to Castle Redmane?
Okay, and before you do that, just really quick, Douglas is like, all right, boys, I just need to say this, yeah. Like I said, if you do this all good, you can come back to us, and we might have some jobs for you, yeah. Look around us. We might have some. He looks around. We might have some top secret weapons and information and the like, right? We could help you. We could honestly help you. But it's very important that you get this task done. And it is very, very important that you don't tell anyone about what we do here.
Can I do a perception check to see if I think they're telling the truth or not?
They are. Hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean telling the truth? What's your theory?
About having, if we come back, they'll have jobs and loot for us.
All right. Just to clarify, are you going to be rolling insight on every single little thing I say?
With people I don't trust, yes. With people I don't trust, yes.
All right, roll an insight check.
If you give it to me in dialogue from a character, probably. Yeah. If you just tell me as DM, probably not. Insight.
Yep.
13.
Okay. Yeah, they mean what they say.
Okay.
They absolutely mean what they say. Okay. So they're like, yeah, just I can't emphasize this enough. Do not tell anyone what we do here. We are just a hospital. Remember, we are the super happy fun time hospital. We just do hospital stuff. Nothing more.
I'm going to be very honest. We barely understand what you do here. Or at least I do. I barely understand what you do here, so you don't have to worry about me.
Yous have always been around. You never were in a dream world. You never got brought back to life. None of that. Yous are just doing what you're doing. If someone doesn't they start questioning your backstory or whatever, just tell them yous were fishermen or something. I don't know.
Does my father know what you do? I assume he funded your operation.
Yeah, you can talk to your old man about it. That's fine. He knows because he came to us. But yeah, normal people, whatever, just don't fucking tell them anything. Yeah.
The peasants, don't talk to the peasants. I wouldn't do
No
that
one,
anyway. That's okay.
even highborn that aren't your father, don't tell them anything.
I have one question actually.
Yeah, man.
Are there any horny trees on our way? Because I'm not sure our friend will make it if
that's a good
there
question,
are.
Stabby. That is a good question, Stabby. What is the situation regarding sexually aggressive trees?
They look at one another. They look back at you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
that's all we needed to know. That's all we needed to know.
All right, let's go.
I start. Which way to Castle Redmane, Doctor?
Suddenly,
talking to the dwarf. Not
suddenly, the floor beneath all of you just drops. You're all taken off your feet and wheelchairs for a few seconds. The furniture around you and loose equipment just violently shambles around with you. You're all like pinballs, just bouncing around the room, praying you don't fall out of the missing wall as it descends. Then, suddenly, the floor beneath you just goes back to being stagnant. Regaining your stepping, you notice you're standing in a corner of the facility you were just in. But you look up to find the elf and the dwarf just waving at you, about 50 feet up above you. It's like someone just cut a piece of the super happy fun time hospital, like you would a slice of cake. But that slice of cake is actually a fucking hazardous elevator that endangers anyone using it. Yeah, boys, he's just shouting from up top. Boys, you go to Drake Redmane now. Bye.
Which way is it?
Did Ninji take damage from that?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he's on the ground.
So
I guess.
All right.
All right. So I'm sitting in the wheelchair. I get in the wheelchair. Let's go, Logbrak.
I will take the first shift of pushing the wheelchair, I suppose.
Stabby,
do I know? So I'm
No.
from here, right? Like me and Ninji are from here, right? Do we see any landmarks that will help us find the direction we need to go?
Are you gonna pick Ninji up and put him in the wheelchair, Logbrak?
Nah, in a minute when I figure out where I am.
We're in an elevator.
I thought we fell off.
No. So literally, it was like literally the corner of this building just dropped. It's still like perfectly intact and everything, but it's just like an empty wall that serves like a that is this lack of a wall rather that you can just step out of and step onto the grassy ground beneath you. If you want to do that, then I can give you sort of a better vantage of where you are.
Okay. Yep. I step out and try to get my bearings.
What about the other two?
I guess I'm. I guess I'm gonna. Can I like roll the wheelchair out of the door and then like drag Ninji out with me?
Yeah, go for it. You're pushing the wheelchair with one hand and you're slogging fucking Ninji behind you, and you just walk.
Well, Logbrak didn't put him in the fucking wheelchair.
I'm going to get my bearings and then I'll put him where he needs to be.
What if the elevator goes back up while we're outside of it?
They're not letting us back up there unless we have their money. I guarantee you that.
Okay, Stabby, well then I'm dropping Ninji and I'm taking the wheelchair out with me.
Okay, as Stabby and Ninji get off of the platform, so has Logbrak before them. The elevator just pops back up into the building. It's like a complete building now.
All right. Do we see anything that would help us figure out where we are?
Okay, so I'm gonna describe a little bit about what you can see. So you're beneath the facility you were just in. And you can see that it is made like similarly to the inside of it. The outside is made entirely from a red tinted metal that is held up entirely by these tall metal beams that jut up from the ground beneath it. They're like serving as little stilts holding the entire place up, right? It's interesting that the place really stands out in the grassy plains you find yourself in. So yeah, did you want to roll an investigation check for me, Logbrak?
Yeah, sure. Investigation. +1 to that. 4. Fuck.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's a building, all right. You can tell it's potentially made by the Redmane like family. Like it's made by your home, your society, right? Logbrak, although you've never been to this part of the island, nor have you ever seen this particular building before, you do see a cliff off in the distance, and you know this cliff from maps. Actually, you've actually seen the cliff, but at a different perspective before. And in a distance from this cliff is this grand ocean, right? And you sort of in your head, you kind of like triangulate. Okay, this is where the cliff is. This is where there's a forest to the right of you as well. You kind of triangulate where you are. You know roughly how to get home, and it is sort of keeping the cliff to your left and keeping to the forest line to your right, and just heading through the grassy plains that head through the middle.
Okay.
So does Ninjitsuki recognize anything, or is his face like in the mud or something? Like, what's going on here?
If you pick me up, I might be able to spot something.
All right, I pick Ninji up and plop him ever so gently.
And I'm rolling an investigation.
So that he takes gently enough that he takes no damage into the wheelchair.
Can you roll an intelligence check for me, Ninji?
Intelligence, I can.
With disadvantage for that matter. 17.
Right, so I got 17 with disadvantage. So is it -1?
Roll a second time. No,
you just roll a second time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then I got 21, so 17.
Holy shit. You've done a good roll there, man. With disadvantage even. So yeah, okay, so you've got a 17 there. Yeah, I think you kind of recommend the cliff. You recommend you remember the grass. But one thing that remains like absolutely adamant in your mind is you remember that forest. The forest brings you back somewhere, but it's a strange nostalgia in your mind that settles through.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's something we can go off of. So
yes. Before we head out into the wilds where there is woods, and we've had bad experiences with woods lately, do you think it would be advantageous to rest here and hope that in the morning Ninji will at least be able to walk?
Well, do remember he needs food as well, right?
Yeah, we have rations in our backpacks.
Okay.
I thought we were still in robes, nightgowns, or whatever.
Did they give us our stuff back?
All right, so there's this portcullis sort of on the side of the there's this portcullis sort of on top of the building that you just came out of, the facility, and you just hear, "Hey mate, hey, your stuff, you forgot your stuff," and they start like putting like axes through this little hole, and it just drops onto the ground, starts pushing in these little daggers that plop onto the ground, various armor, various weaponry just slopping onto the ground, crashing.
Hey, can we push down. Ninji underneath it so he can catch his stuff? I'm kidding. I don't want to do that.
Jesus Christ. A bloke with 4 HP. Disadvantage to everything. So you guys can go ahead and pick up all your shit that's just dropped on the ground there.
Okay.
Excellent.
I take my stuff up.
All right. So what do you think? Do you think we should rest here so that Ninji can at least walk?
What's he gonna drink?
I was gonna say, hold on. Would I be able to walk? That's the question.
If we heal you to
4,
you
can. At 4, you can. Yeah. Yeah. Are we? Okay. Since we're pushing him in a wheelchair, are we walking at half speed anyway?
Yeah, something like that. Essentially, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say it's full speed, but it's definitely not half speed. It's somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Okay. So, but we'd be faster because then we'd have to walk. He'd be walking at half speed, so we're faster in the wheelchair then. Okay.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. I think Logbrak is able to determine that if you were to go at the pace that you can kind of calculate, because like I said, you've triangulated roughly where you are. If you were to go at the pace that you think you would as per pushing a wheelchair to your home, it would take you about 4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5 hours to get to Daddy?
Yep.
What time of the day is it?
It is noon.
I'll be home in time for dinner. All right. Guys, I really don't feel like going to see my dad, but we can put it up if you guys think that we should. Go do that, I guess. But he's I'm gonna be honest with you, he's not gonna be very welcoming when we get there. And also, you think I'm racist against elves? He hates them.
Yeah, that's a whole set of issues. Is would they even let me come in?
He's not stabbable. He's surrounded by he's the head of the clan, and he's surrounded by my cousins are there guarding him pretty much all the time. They're in really good gear.
Okay, so what you're saying is there's lots of things to stab. All right, we're going.
All right, fine. I start pushing the wheelchair. I assume Stabby is back in Ninji's lap, and I'm the one just pushing this wheelchair.
No, because I don't want to accidentally stab him in the lap again. Do you think we should just start going with him in this state? Because like, he's not going to be much use to us in a fight.
That's
true.
Liability, if anything.
Wheel me to a vantage point, and I can lob arrows from the wheelchair.
Or die in one hit. You have 4
yes,
HP.
you will die in one hit. Well, we'd have to rest for 2 days to get him, or 2 long rests to get him back to his normal HP. So we're 5 hours. I think we can chance it on 5 hours. We get back to the castle. They'll be able to help him. There will be like elf servants that will know how to help him and all that.
But so you showing up, pushing an elf in a wheelchair is going to be all right?
Look, it's not going to be all right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it might be better than being out here in the wilderness for 2 days.
How long is a long rest?
I think
it's up to the DM, I think, but I think it's like at least 6 hours or something.
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
Okay, so yeah, we'd have to sit here for a whole day, basically. We could wait. Yeah, we'd have to sit here for a whole day because it'll be dark by the time of that. It'd be 3 long rests. The upside to that is, if we leave, he'd only be exhausted level 2. But yeah, I don't really want to stay in the wilderness. I feel like there's going to be wolves or something out here.
Actually, as you say that, make an intelligence check, Logbrak.
Intelligence +1. 8.
Right.
Not doing too hot. I'm still woozy from coming out of coma land.
Yeah. It does. The night does sort of provide a certain an uncertainty in regards to your safety.
Yep. All right. So look, here's the deal, guys. We have nowhere else to go. My dad's house, honestly, out here in the wilderness, I've been here before, is the closest civilization. I'm not looking forward to it particularly, but I think it's our best option here. Because they're not going to let us back into the top secret medical facility.
All right.
I start
onwards and upwards.
I start pushing the wheelchair in the direction of home. Ninji, how you doing in that chair, buddy?
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, you go ahead and go to sleep. We'll wake you up if there's any trees.
I don't know why he jumped out that window.
I don't know why he jumped out that window either.
I love it. So this is just your opportunity to talk shit about him.
As something about he was saying something in his sleep about how like he thought God had left a hint about the window. I don't know.
So Logbrak, you're pushing Ninji along, and you've been traveling for about say
is Stabby helping me? Stabby, are you helping me with this chair, or are you just la-di-di?
I'm too short. I'm too short. No, I'm too short to push the chair, so I'm just walking beside you.
You are 6 inches shorter than me.
Okay, you've been pushing.
Okay, but you 6 inches is a lot. I can't see over the wheelchair.
Why did 2 people need to push the wheelchair anyways?
I am begrudgingly pushing the whole fucking wheelchair.
Thank you.
I'm very unhappy about the situation.
Well, don't worry. I'm prepared to stab any trouble that comes our way.
All right. So you're in front?
No, I'm beside you.
Okay.
I just said that.
All right.
Logbrak, you're pushing Ninji along with Stabby at side, and you have been traveling for about say half a mile now. You can't help but notice that it's an absolutely beautiful day out. The sun is directly above you, just keeping an eye on you and keeping you safe. With a cloudless sky, there's no suggestion of rain to make things difficult. Logbrak, you're pushing a wheelchair, but it barely takes any effort as you do so. The grass under the wheels of Ninji's wheelchair is a short, soft grass that makes it easy to run the chair through. This bright green grass slightly flickers along with a gentle breeze that balances oh so perfectly with the heat of the sun. It's as if the sun and the wind itself organized this tranquility for the three of you, knowing exactly what you've been through. Logbrak, if you were back home, what would you be doing on a day like this?
I was back in Redmayne Manor.
Yeah, what would you be doing, mate?
if I was in Redmane Manor on a day like today. Imagine I'd be training my martial prowess so that I could best any enemies that I might encounter. Probably be out on patrol, looking for bandits and thugs and ruffians.
Okay.
Probably end the day in the meat hall with my friends, getting pretty drunk.
All right. So as you've been walking, you've been taking your surroundings naturally, right? So, like I said, to your left, there's been this cliff that faces the grand, seemingly infinite ocean. You hear the crashing of waves, right? And to your right, sorry, is a forest line that has courteously not been encroaching in your path. However, you have noticed that because the cliff and the forest line are running sort of parallel, and you're just running through the middle. There is a hill though directly ahead of you, like it's just this little mound, like right in the middle. So either you'd have to go over the hill and use the effort to get up the hill, or you'd need to go to the left of it, get close to the cliffside, or get close to the forest line. What's sort of your course of action?
Does any particular side look? So we can either go over the hill, which will be a lot of trouble for me in the wheelchair, go near the woods where we can't see into the tree line, or go near the cliff.
Yeah.
Can I roll another intelligence? See if I can muster up my brain to remember the landscape.
Well. Here's the thing, right? So, like, look, you rolled a 17 for intelligence check before. Like I said, you sort of weren't really like you remember there was a cliff there, sure, but you don't really remember much more. It was the forest specifically that you had a sort of a strong memory for. So what exactly you want to know the landscape? What about the landscape are you wanting to know?
I don't know. just to survey the land.
So additional information.
Make like a mental map of the of like where we're at.
Okay, so are you trying to figure out what's behind the hill? Like what's? I just
knowledge, just to know.
That'd be passive then.
No, because he's trying to. I'm just trying to gather understanding. So I've painted sort of the image. So you've got the cliff, you've got the hill, you've got the grassy plains, you've got the forest line. I just want to know, like, are you trying to figure out, like, I don't want to provide you information, the best information that is for your current situation, right? I want you to be like, well, what I sort of make things easier for me is to be like, okay, are you trying to figure out what's behind the hill? Are you trying to figure out if there's like, what's in the forest? Are you like sort of what are you trying to gain here right now?
So I'm not looking for any particular thing. I'm just looking to see if there is more, essentially. Like, not necessarily like, oh, what is on the other. Not like I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking to see if there is anything.
Okay. So I wouldn't be able to provide you any more information than the intelligence check you rolled previously.
Okay.
I decided I don't like the trees. I don't like not being able to see what's going on in the dark. So since I'm the one with the wheelchair, I turn left and we go around the hill towards the cliff.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Roll initiative.
Can as you haven't quite approached it yet, can I use all to roll a perception check? Ninji, of course, rolling with the disadvantage.
You may. $21.
Sorry, I should have said this. Actually, no, no, it's fine. It's
6.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
And then with the disadvantage?
And then it's 24. So
Jeez, you're good at rolling, mate. So Logbrak, you're sort of, again, you've got like Ninja's head sort of like waving in front of you as you're trying to look around at what's going on. But still, you muster up a decent check, right? And you're looking in front of you. Actually, it's somehow better than what Stabby was able to produce with no bobbling head in front of him, right?
6 inches makes a world of difference, man.
And it's funny, you see someone sort of on the far side of that hill, sort of pop their head up, and then they pop it back down. But you know that someone's watching you, potentially going for an ambush.
Guys, we're being watched.
Well, you don't know this.
Stabby, what's your stealth?
Hold on, none of this meta talk. You just have to roll with it. There's no like, someone is more.
You can meta talk. If we're gonna send somebody, you can.
I don't. No. I mean, I think seriously. I think
I
look for your character.
I approach the hill stealthily to see if I can see what's going on over the crest that we just saw the head from. I rolled with disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay, so you're going.
Why are you just walking off by yourself?
Oh, that's right. You didn't see it, did you? Yeah. Ninji saw. So there's somebody, Stabby. There's somebody up watching us from that hill. I was going to go take a sneak peek up top.
Who saw?
See if I could.
Because I thought Logbrak saw, not Ninja.
Yeah, Logbrak is the only one that saw this.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry. There's somebody spying on us from up top of that hill. I'm going to sneak up, see if I can see what's going on the other side of it.
So know they're watching you. They know exactly where you are.
Oh, they're still watching? They didn't just duck back down all the way?
They duck down, but they're like, they're tracking you. They can figure out where you are.
Right. So there's no possible way I can sneak up there. They're watching me constantly.
I'd do it with disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, I roll with disadvantage anyway on stealth.
Okay, double disadvantage.
I don't think you can do that.
I can do that. I'm a DM.
I'm good. So we're on the cliff side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the direction that you agreed to do.
All right, cool. You know what? I stop and I yell, "Who goes there?"
And okay, so this figure sort of like pops its head up. Like not so much that you could possibly like, go for an arrow shot or whatever, but just like sort of carefully pops its head up. And I want to say you guys are probably like, Jesus, just converting meters into feet right now.
You can give it to us in meters. We can do enough. Give it to us in meters. We're fine.
Okay, cool. So you're about 50 meters away from the hill, and you sort of just started on your trajectory to the cliff to wrap around the hill. But yeah, at that point, you also see 5 other elves sort of like come up from the forest line in a line, like stretched across, and they're sort of encroaching onto your party, right? And you've got this one elf just standing atop the hill now, and she it's a she, you can see, and she's a tall elf, and she's like, "Hello there. Prepare for battle." Okay, so we're going to the encounter right now. We're going for a fight.
Roll initiative.
I have actually got my encounter set up here, so that should be fun. Okay. So yes, if you would go for initiative.
14.
Love it. Stabby. 7.
Yeah. Ninjitsuki got a 7.
Loving it.
17.
Nice,
17 for
dude.
Stabby. That is
Okay.
very fitting. Stabby is ready to stab. He hasn't stabbed anybody in real life in at least 500 years.
Love it. So interesting, Stabby. You get to go first in this turn. So this is gonna be our very first attempt trying to combat here. So basically, I'm gonna pop open your character sheet while we do this, right? So if you go into so you can have your movement turn, and then you can have your attack turn. And if you, depending on what your class is, you can go for a bonus action as well. Seeing as you are a barbarian, you have the option to go into a rage, right? So you can do any of those turns, any of those like sort of bonus action or movement turns in any order you want. But yeah, so generally what I don't want to tell you what generally happens is, but as a barbarian, right, you gain advantage on the strength checks, and you get +2 damage with strength weapons, right? You could go down that route. You could just go for the normal attack. You could do whatever, right? What would you like to do on your turn, mate? And just ask us any questions or whatever as you need.
So, there's 6 elves, right?
There are 6 elves around you. That's right.
And they're surrounding us, or they're in front of us, or where
so
are
you've
they?
got 1 in front of you, and sort of 5 that are sort of like beside / they're like there's like a string of bandits on the forest line that are sort of like some are sort of behind you and some are beside you, sort of trying to corner you.
Which one is the leader?
It's difficult for you to determine, but in saying that, the tall elf that was in front of you, it seems, well, she's the only one that talked so far, right? And she does, from what you can gather real quick, she does seem like a taller elf, a bit more vocal, a bit more. She has a bit of a stature about herself. Just you can tell that right off the bat.
And how far away is she from us? You said 150 meters.
No. Sorry. So the hill was 50 meters away. So you, this taller elf is just atop the hill now, and she's. The game says use the feet anyway. So yeah, I'm going to convert it to feet. So she's 150 feet. I think that maths is right. And then the other ones, they're probably, I want to say about 40 feet away from you.
How far away is the cliff?
Cliff, I want to say is, well, I mean, immediately to your left, I want to say it's about 30 feet.
We are not in a good position.
No.
I want to ask the tall elf why they're attacking us.
Okay, talking, unlike what we were playing before in the dream world, talking is just a free action. And so she's like, the tall elf, she's like, I don't know how she's supposed to be shouting in this voice, but like, I do not talk to dwarves.
I'm not a dwarf.
What about elves? Yeah. Oh. Now my turn. Sorry.
Well, yeah. So you're not a dwarf. Yes, you are.
I've got a hostage.
All right. So are you going for the hostage situation with Ninja?
Yes.
What do you run up to him with your?
Well, they're too far away for me to fight, so if I just threaten Ninji, maybe they'll stop.
What's your speed?
Are you all right? Can I get you to do a bluff check? I would. Here's the thing. I would give you. Yeah, I want to give you advantage because I think this is cool. I want to give you advantage on this. I like that you've done this.
A bluff check? How do I roll that?
Is bluff a thing in this game?
I don't see it.
It does not look like it. No.
Deception.
Let's go performance.
Performance? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good.
18.
Yo,
18.
and you get to roll with advantage as well. So I mean, if you want to go for the nat 20.
I mean, all right. What was it again? Performance?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we'll stick with the 18.
Okay.
All right. But I mean, look, it is convincing, right? Like you tell me sort of like what your situation is and what. Yeah, just act it out for me.
Look, this guy is on the end of his legs here, and we've got this one potion left, and if you try and fight us, I'm just gonna take this potion and pour it on the floor.
Okay. So the taller elf, she's got this like little short sword that she did just pull out, but then she sees what you're getting up to, and she unsheathes the short sword, and she puts her hands up, and she starts walking towards you. And she's like, "Hey, dwarf, look, don't need to do that. We can talk this out, all right? But still, all the elves around you are slowly encroaching on your position."
Was that basically my turn then? I don't think I'm gonna move anywhere.
Yeah, I think performance made it an action.
Yeah,
but he can.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. No, well, I'm gonna say. Are you gonna? Okay. Are you sort of? What's your instinct to do after that? Like, I'll try to figure out whether this is the end of your turn. Tell me what do you want to do after that?
I don't know. If they want to talk, I'll talk to them. But if they're still looking like they want to fight, I guess I'm gonna have to pull my dagger out.
Do you think that have they made you angry enough? Have they made you angry enough to go into a rage?
So you've rolled an 18. So you did a good job of making it seem like that you are serious and you don't want to do anything. And these elves, they're very hesitant on actually doing anything. However, so the taller elf, she waves off the other elves that are encroaching behind, just saying, "Hey, stop there!" Like just a hand gesture to say stop. And she's taken the short sword back into a sheath. Right, she sheathes it, and she's got her hands up, and she still continues to walk up to you. And Stabby, she looks you in the eye, and she says, "Look, we need to figure out what's going on in that building, and we would like your help. Will you cooperate with us?"
Sure.
Okay. So she's like, okay, cool. All we need for you to do now is to just stop, give us the elf, and let's go. We'll just go back to our base. How does that sound?
Wait, you're taking the elf without us?
Well,
or we're all going?
You can come with us, but we're just going to take the elf.
And we'll be all right?
And you'll be behind us. Yeah.
I don't think we want to give up. I don't think we want to give up our friend. The elf is our friend. You don't get to just take him.
Can I roll perception to figure out what their motives are?
There you go, Casey.
I fucking love it. Hey, Casey, I have a hard on for you right now.
There you go, buddy.
Okay, so you're gonna be rolling insight with disadvantage though.
Yeah. All right.
Can I also
Wait, you said insight or perception?
Insight.
Insight. Okay. All right.
Can I do the same
So
thing?
I rolled a 10 the first time.
Yes, you can, Logbrak. Just give me 2 seconds.
I rolled a 14.
No, you rolled a 15 and a 19.
You did do that.
True, because
Yeah.
the +5. Yeah.
I rolled a
So 15.
17.
You rolled a 17. Okay. Okay. So look, both Logbrak and Ninjitsuki, right? You sort of come to the conclusion real quick that they want the elf. They do want the elf, but look, you sort of ascertained these elves' perception on dwarves, and they think you're a dwarf too, Stabby. They're happy to just fucking get rid of you by any means necessary. Do a favor to the world. So yeah, they're lying in saying that you can tag along, but the elf would be safe in their hands.
Whose turn in combat is it now?
So yeah, that's going to be the end of your turn there. And now,
The
it's going
end
to
of
be
Stabby's turn.
No, the end of all of our turns, I think.
So yeah, so just to clarify, I'm going to be basically there's 6 bandits on you, right? And I've just like auto initiative rolled all of them, and they're all going next. While yous are having this discussion, right? While the tall elf is talking to you, you guys are distracted, and these other bandits they start sneaking into your general direction, and I'm going to get them to roll just real quick, to see how successful that is. What's everyone's passive perception?
I'm Logbrak has a 13.
It's 12.
Ninja, I think you get disadvantage anyway, but insane, like as a penalty for you.
My passive perception is 15.
But I do believe you've got a penalty because of the exhaustion, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls and no, sorry, that's not right. Is the saving throw an ability check?
No, no, it's passive. I don't think he has to do anything. I don't think he gets.
All right. So these 5 elves behind you and beside you are just sort of outside of everyone's sort of perception, and they're encroaching on you. But Ninja, you see them as you're sitting in your chair, and they're just moving up further and further, and they've made a lot of distance. Like they're like maybe within I want to say 40 feet of you now. Actually, no. Hold on. How much did I say initially?
40 feet.
Okay, so no. All right, so they're right next to you. They're 10 feet from behind you.
God, we are unperceptive, Stabby.
But here's the thing. Ninjas recognize that as they've gotten that close.
Yeah. Okay, so are they they're to our right then?
Well, you don't know that.
Picturing this correct.
Boys, we're getting flanked.
Where from?
On your flank?
That's the right, the left, the back.
Well, it's definitely not from the left.
Well, do I get to say that? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you can say that.
You see them. You're the only one who can. Tell us where they are.
Yeah, they're flanking from our, let's say.
How come you're not injured anymore?
You were really casual.
Yeah.
Where are they? Where are the enemies?
They're to our right.
Jesus Christ! I'm furious right now. If I were I'm not a barbarian. I can't go into a rage, but god damn it.
Also, so outside, how would you describe what these bandits are like? So they're elves?
Yeah,
they're
just
just dressed any particular way?
Yeah, they're they've
the
got
village people.
no. So these guys are actually like they've got this thick leather armor on. But the leather is like been dyed all these like bright fancy colors. Like they're all got their own unique colors. Ninji, you just know this off the top of your head. You know that elves, they have at each of their families, they have like a color, like a pattern that's associated with each of the individual families within the elves that you're from, right? But yeah, so they've got these thick leather armor on, and they've got this these cool colors, these cool patterns.
So they're bandits from several different elf clans that are specifically looking to grab me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they within 6 feet of me?
10 feet.
Okay.
To your right.
6 feet matters. Peter knows why 6 feet matters.
And what they're gonna do now is, where's my encounter table? There. What they're gonna do is, they're gonna pull out their light crossbows, and they're gonna go directly, all just fucking straight for the dwarf, right? The dwarf, because like you got the skinny dwarf, sorry, is like sort of really close to the elf. So they're just gonna go straight for this dwarf, right? Bigger target as well. So you tell me, does a 19 hit to AC? That is.
You said they're shooting me.
Yep, all of them.
19 hits. Wait, they
Cool.
all have the same roll?
No. So you know what? I'll do it this way. So what's your AC?
16. They can't all have the same roll.
No, you're right. This is me like learning as combat goes. So one hits. Yeah. Second does not. 2 hit. It's a critical as well.
He rolled a nat 20.
Yep.
Fuck you.
One more. So 3 of them hit. Actually, no. I'll take that last one off because only 5 of them are hitting, not the 6, because the one is still in front of you. Yeah, because the one in front of you is not attacking. It's just the 5 of them are. So there's going to be 2 hits, and one of them hit critical, right? So we're going to do 2d6 plus 1 for the guy that hit critical. Oh, sorry. No, we're not. We're doing 2d8 plus 1. Beep, beep.
Dude, I only have 15 hit points.
So that's 7 damage you take right now.
All right.
And then you take another 5. Oh, sorry, another 6.
So I'm at 2.
You're at 2 HP? Okay, done. Now Logbrak, it's your turn.
Though.
How far away is the leader?
She's just out in front of you, but 10 feet away.
Yep, run up, attack her with my great axe.
You're going hard. All right, love it. Let's go.
That's 1d12 plus 3.
Chance to hit first, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. That's damage. Yeah, chance to hit. That's a d20, right?
So just to clarify, you should be able to just if you go into actions on your little bar there, right? You can just go hit plus. See where it says hit DC next to your great axe?
Yep, there it goes.
Yep, cool.
18.
And that is, and you're attacking the leader, you said, right?
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure it's a hit, but I'm just double checking for my sake.
If it's not, you need to have some scaling issues for the first encounter, my friend.
No, it's certainly a hit. Certainly a hit. And go for damage.
With my great axe. 13.
That's 13 damage.
Yeah.
All right. So this woman, you've just tell me the action. Tell me.
I run at her, swinging my great axe above my head in every attempt to decapitate her with one blow, aiming for her neck.
Okay. So this woman, she's down on the ground and she is broken. Like, you've just absolutely clobbered this woman, right? She's there.
I got her in the collarbone.
Almost dead, right? And she's so injured and she's just down on the ground and she's fucking done, right? She's cooked. She's just super not wanting to be part of the situation anymore. And okay, and that's the end of your turn there. Then just get Hitanamo. Would you like to have a turn?
So where's Logbrak in relation to me?
Well, he's just sort of like, he's about 10 feet away.
10 feet from you. I was pushing the wheelchair. You could definitely shoot her with your bow. She's nearly dead. Shoot her with your bow.
I'm worried about you. All right.
You can't do anything for me. You can't do anything for me.
Yeah, I know, because you're too far away. I know. All right. So then I need to roll to shoot her with said bow. What do I need to do?
That's your action. You just go into, say you're going to attack, and then roll your hit DC for your bow.
Cool.
Yeah.
With whatever.
Not unarmed. You did unarmed. Don't do it. Your bow.
Ah.
You might have to equip it. You don't have it equipped yet. You're going to need to click that equip button.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it is.
So go into your inventory and then equipment, and then click that box right next to your bow and click the bolts.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the arrows for you.
All right.
And then
so I rolled a 12.
Okay, so just also, so again, one, where you've got a, what's it called? Disadvantage on the roll here, right?
Right.
So sorry, just pulling up your thing there. Have you rolled?
You rolled a 12.
Yeah, I just rolled a 12.
Oh, okay. And
so go ahead and roll again.
Yep.
And then I rolled a 14. Okay, so I got a 12.
Bro, you're a good roller, man. Okay. So which one are you aiming for, sorry?
The nearly decapitated one. I'm aiming to finish her off.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. It doesn't hit.
Oh, get fucked.
Yeah.
She got a higher AC. She's the leader.
So you shoot. You're like literally. Hold on. Describe to me what a fucking elf looks like shooting a bow from a fucking wheelchair. Go.
In a full cast.
I'm kind of like chilling back like this, and I'm like,
hold on. Audio podcast. You can't do.
Yeah.
So I'm leaned back, one eye closed, sticking my tongue out.
Why do you have one eye closed?
Aiming for the. Because that's how a fucking elf shoots.
Which eye?
One eye closed.
Yeah, which eye?
Right.
So I'm writing it down that elves are inferior at archery because they close one eye while shooting.
They would be twice as good at that and both open.
And I shoot the arrow and miss.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's probably because your eye was closed.
I was about to say you used the wrong eye, mate.
It
Use the other
is
one.
because your eye was closed. Yeah, yeah, that is what it is.
Well, maybe his eye was actually open. He just has like bandages over it.
I think, yeah, that's why he has disadvantage. It's part of the disadvantage. He's only got one eye going right now.
Okay, and that ends up being Seb's turn again.
Stabby, finish her off, Stabby.
I mean, I think I should hold good on my my threat and then dump this potion on the floor, shouldn't I?
No, the potions are rare. We don't dump healing potions on the floor.
I mean, I said I was going to.
No.
All right. I'm going to turn around and attack the elf to the back.
Okay, so the one
The
immediately
that's
behind you.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Do a chance to hit. Actually, no, hold on. So yeah, like I said, they're about 10 meters away. Are you just again because you are a barbarian? Are you going into a rage at all? Are you going for just a normal dagger attack? How would you like to play this attack? I'm going to sort of ask you questions like this because we're just beginning the game. But
you should. Do you know what going into a raid does, Rot?
Yes, sort of.
Okay. You deal double and take half.
I get. Oh.
I believe.
Yeah, but I have to take a long rest to get it back, and I can only do it so often.
Yeah, but it's good for the whole combat encounter, though.
Okay,
so you've just rolled. What did you roll?
I rolled an 11, but that was while you were talking.
Nah, you rolled an 11. Fuck you.
You stopped me. You're like, I'm gonna stop you right there while it was rolling.
Oh, no, your intent. All right. Well, you're the fucking worst. Go for a roll, dickhead. Go.
18 to hit.
Okay, so that is definitely a hit. Can you roll damage for me now, please? Okay, that's 4 damage, and I'm gonna say that's on that one. Damage. Damn. Very nice. Okay. And are you moving at all? Is that the end of your turn there?
I mean, I guess I had to move to get up there, right?
Hold on. Can I get you to flesh out what you've just done there? So are you describe the attack?
I turned around, pulled my dagger out of its sheath, out of its concealed place, and ran towards that guy and just like plunged my dagger into him.
Into like his stomach, like because you're.
I mean, I'm pretty short.
Perfect, love it. So you just plunged it directly into the guy's stomach. He's like, "Ah, track you." Okay. So now we're going back onto the next bandit's turn. And yeah, they're just this guy, like all of them. They just saw what fucking. You know what? No, because your Logbrak is closer to their leader who's almost dead. Right, they're just gonna go straight up for Logbrak. So the first one's gonna
shocker.
First one's gonna go, but this time they're going with a scimitar, right? They're charging you, and does a 5 misses. So they've come out with the scimitar, they've charged you, and they've swung, and how you've just dodged it dexterously, like you've just like slumped out of the way, just perfectly in line with the swing of the scimitar, right? Then the next one is going to go hit, right? He's doing the exact same thing with the scimitar. That's a 10, and that misses, right?
Yep. And
so the first one, you just slumped out of the way, and then the second one goes for another swing at you, but you just dodge out of the way. You weave out of the way, right? All that training that you martial training.
More like all that adrenaline because he's about to die.
It's true. I'm about to go unconscious. You got. There's a whole system.
But then the third one's about to hit you.
Come on, Pat, activate your Ultra Instinct.
And this one does hit.
Uh-oh.
It rolled a 17?
7 damage. No, it rolled an 18. And it's hit, done 7 damage to you.
Well, Pat's dead.
That's me. I'm unconscious, yeah.
All right, and then the leader is like, go for the small dwarf. And they're going to go for the hit now on Stabby. And these ones are just going to go for the crossbow hit, right? That's a natty 1. This guy shoots himself in the foot, takes 2 damage.
He's loading it and he let go and then shot himself in the foot, huh?
And then the last one is going to go for a crossbow hit as well. And that's a natural 20.
Well,
so this is going to be 2d8 plus 1. That's 10 damage.
How much HP do you have, right? Or how much HP does Stabby have?
Now I have 2 HP.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm thinking these are OP.
And that's that ends up being Logbrak's turn. So we're going to be doing a death saving roll. So when you're at 0 HP, which by the way you
19.
are at, awesome.
19.
So you've rolled a 19 there, meaning you get 1 success.
Yep, you got to do it 3 times. 3 failures means I die. 3 successes means I win, and they don't cancel each other out, guys. So
No. And fun fact: if you roll a 1, that ends up being 2 failures, and a natural 20 is 2 successes. And if you get 3 successes before you roll 3 failures, then you pop back up, but with 1 HP. Also note that for instance, if someone had 10 HP, and they get reduced down to 0 HP, but someone attacks them again, and the damage exceeds the total HP they have, so it gets to minus 10 HP or more, that character immediately dies. No questions asked. Done. Right?
But we come back as my twin brother Logbrak get Redbane.
Nah, mate.
So question though, what if you don't get to that amount of health? Is it the saves again? Like,
yeah.
Can you? Okay.
So basically, you're rolling until someone either helps you or you get a success. But if neither of those things happen, then yeah, you are you're just
I think to remember, we don't have a healer either, because none of us, there was no mage class in the prologue, so none of us were able to be a cleric or anything. There's no healer.
Correct.
So that's fun.
Logbrak, you've just rolled a 19. You've got 1 success. Ninjiski, Hitanama. What are we doing?
Yes, sir.
There's 2 more elves or 3 more elves standing by Logbrak now. So maybe shoot one of them.
I can't suggest anything because I'm unconscious.
All right, and so I can't. Like, there's nothing I can do to help Logbrak.
I mean, you can't move.
You can't move.
Exactly. Well, so more so, I'm asking like when he's rolling to see like for the 3 successes, 3 failures, is he conscious?
He's unconscious.
No, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
This is a passive thing. This is just the fates deciding.
Okay.
So you could use medicine to help him, but you can't move. So I can't
move to get to him. Yeah. Okay. So then, the only thing I think to do is to just attack what's near him. So, just chance to hit with the longbow. Yeah.
Who are you?
You have to pick a target. Sorry, Pete.
The absolute closest one to Logbrak.
Are
the
you
leader?
Well, no. So they're all about the same. Like, so there's 3 people that there are 3 elves that attacked him, who are at essentially full HP, and then there's the woman on the ground who is not posing a threat at all, but she's almost dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the enemy furthest to his left, I guess.
Okay, the one that's standing
to his
up.
immediate left. Yeah.
Cool. So can I get you to roll attack with disadvantage?
I got a 5.
And you shoot, and your arrow flings towards the ocean to the left of you, and it just plops, and the waves just take over it. Okay, so that ends up being Stabby's turn.
Stabby is also nearly dead.
True.
This first encounter is very, very hard.
So I can enter a rage now or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I enter rage?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna stab the elf next to me again.
Okay, can I get you to just tick that little box that's under the rage thing, just so that I can just see that you've got, because you get 2 per long rest, right? So you've used up 1 right now.
Okay.
And okay, so who are you attacking with this?
The one I attacked earlier.
Okay. Awesome. Can I get you to do a chance to hit, please?
Yeah. We got 16.
Yo, nice. Okay, and then let's do damage. That hits through 100%. You've done 4 damage. Okay. so you've done 4 damage on this guy. And he's like, "Oi, cut it out! Come on." And then that's all he says. And okay,
So I've hit this guy twice for 4 damage, so 8 damage
Did
total,
you add-
and he's just like,
Did you add-
"Oi."
Did you add 2 to your rage?
no, because his
Oh,
dagger isn't a strength weapon.
Oh, okay.
So I've done 8 damage total to this one elf, and he's just like, "Oh, stop." It's not sounding great for us. You sent the freaking 6 velociraptors after us. The DM is cheating.
Yeah.
And okay, so now it's the next bandit's turn, and he's gonna do non-lethal damage against you, Stabby. Which is just basically me saying it's normal damage, but like basically it's not gonna kill you. And he's gonna go for the hit with the scimitar, +3 to hit. And he misses, and the next one's gonna go for an attack.
Well, what did you roll?
I'm not telling you.
Oh. How do you know it missed then?
Because he knows your armor class.
Which is how much?
7 does not hit. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yep. All right. However, a 16 does, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So he's going in for the non-lethal damage, and he's literally rolled a 2. So you're knocked out now. And
he has resistance to slashing damage though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's excellent. All right. So you've got 1 HP left. And then so the next one's going to hit now then. Or hopefully.
No, not hopefully.
And that's a natural 20.
Are you cheating? We need to see you're cheating.
And so that's a natural 20, and I'm not gonna roll the damage. You're down, right? But it's non-lethal damage, like I said.
Well, who's hitting me, and with what?
The bandit to your right, and it's hitting you with a
Didn't
scimitar.
both of them go already?
It's all right, fine, because there's five bandits sort of like enveloped to your right, yeah. So behind you / to the right of you. So I'm gonna say the one behind you missed. The one sort of to the right of him missed, and the one to his right did hit, and then the one to his right did hit. One of the elves, the tall and the bulky one, she's down on the ground, right? Not looking too bulky. She's fucked, right? But this big dwarf this big elf that was taking all the big hits from Stabby, that was just so brutish, like she just could take on two hits from a fucking dagger and just not really feel it, right? Immediately out of his pocket, he takes out there's no other way to put it. It seems like some sort of energy drink. It's in a can. It's just labeled red, right? And he drinks it, and he's back to full health, right? Then, and then he's got another drink, and he walks over to the one that's almost dead, right? The one that's on the ground and is fucking just like got her hands down up to a neck, fucking almost broken, right? He pours the drink into her mouth, and she drinks it, and she's fine.
Can he do 2 actions?
Oh well, I mean, are we? I mean, look, that's the bandit. You know, you're right. Bandit, the last bandit, he does that real quick for the other one, and now I guess it is Logbrak. Do you want to do a saving throw? A death save.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I skipped ahead a little bit there. My mistake. I'm gonna cut that out for sure.
It's okay. No, I just said we don't get 2 actions. DM definitely doesn't get 2 actions. No, sir. Where's that death save roll button? Where was it again?
It was the D20, right? Like so in the bottom left hand corner, there's like just the
there's no death.
Oh, okay.
There's no bonuses on it.
All right, there we go. Ooh, failure 4.
Loving it.
All right.
Now Ninja
and now it's Ninji's turn.
What are you doing?
Well, so both of my buds are asleep. So
the rest of the elves, they've sort of like lowered their weapons.
Can I now like try to talk to them and see what it is exactly they want?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. What am I rolling?
Well,
investigation.
So ask a question, and then I'm gonna get you to roll in accordance with what the question is, or a statement, or whatever you want.
What do you guys want with me?
they're like, yeah, well, I need to do the voice right. We're looking to know what is exactly in the facility that you guys walked out from. We have been watching you since then.
You couldn't have just asked us that.
We kill dwarves.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Leave me and my friends alone.
Or what? You're fucking done, mate.
Because it's a good thing to do.
All right, you are rolling with persuasion with double disadvantage because these fuckers don't care whether it's right or wrong to do something. Additionally, because you're exhausted. 16.
Okay, it didn't pop up for me. Thank you. And it rolled like in the corner, so I couldn't actually see what it said. And God damn it.
A 2.
God damn it.
Roll one more time just to see if you get a 1. A 7. Okay, so we're sticking with the 2. And they're like, yeah, we don't give two shits. We've been killing dwarves for years. This is the right way to do things. Look, we're gonna kill you if you don't cooperate.
Can I have your word that you'll let us go if I tell you?
We'll let you go.
I need my buddies to be cleared too.
And with that, that's the end of your turn. Stabby, can I get a saving throw? A death save throw? Sorry.
11.
That's a success.
Barely good. Barely good.
So is it 10 and lower is a fail?
Yep.
Or okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So the woman grabbing at her neck, it's her turn, and she's obviously not in a great state right now. She grabs from her pocket, from her bag, this energy drink, and she drinks it, and she's at full health now. Done. She's undone all the good work that you've put towards, right? Easy as in a flash of a second. The next guy, the elf, comes up to you, Ninji, and just unarms you completely. Just takes away your bow. You can do a strength check with disadvantage to see if you can stop these people from taking your weaponry.
It's not the save and throw strength check, right?
No, this is just we'll just do a blatant strength check here.
Okay.
It would be opposed strength, wouldn't it? You would have to roll a strength check too.
So I rolled a
matter.
1.
Yep.
Doesn't
and
matter.
then
That's
I
gonna-
rolled a 15. Okay.
So we're taking so just for your sake, Patrick. Yes, I definitely did roll there, and I certainly got more than a 1. So yes,
I was just asking for the rules. That wasn't me critiquing. I was just wondering.
Yeah. So yeah, they've just taken all your weaponry off of you, and they've actually given it to this other elf, to carry all the stuff. And then the elf here actually just picks you up like Bogan did in the facility, right? Just picks you up and slumps you over his shoulder, and you see the other two elves. They grab Stabby and Logbrak, and they do the same thing with them. Before that is after they've taken their equipment off of them and given it to that same elf, right? So this elf has just got like a whole bunch of weaponry and shit just in his arms, completely unsheathed, just sort of like fucking carefully wandering about now. But yeah.
Question: when you have somebody take our stuff, do you want us to actually remove it from our inventory or just unequip it and we can equip it if and when we get it back later?
No, we'll just remember. So we'll just know that, okay, so like I'm going to say armor and stuff, you've got that. You just don't have your weaponry, right? So you don't have like your great axe, you don't have your swords and stuff. So just like until I say otherwise, you won't be able to attack with your weapons, right?
Okay.
Ninji, your friends are unconscious, and the elves here are carrying you into the forest. You are trudging through, and although they are unconscious, you are awake. But of course, you are tired and you are strained from the stress and the activity, right, from the fight. Your body is absolutely exhausted, but you are awake. Ninji, can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me right now?
All right, I rolled a 14.
With disadvantage?
A 0. I rolled a 0.
Holy shit! I actually had some good exposition here. All right. All right.
He passes out.
You faint. You are too tired. You are done.